Do you think we will make it in time?
Huh?
Even if your assumption is correct, Mylone Trading is going to have to do something about this situation quickly. Otherwise, the plan to outwit Zarin shall end in failure.
I'm sure it will be fine. In order for this to be successful, especially in a foreign land, I have to be able to investigate a person's background and do it quickly. What's so funny?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just remembering the old days.
Why? Because of me?
He was leaning back in his chair as well and had a terrible fall. I tried to warn him, but he refused to listen to me. I will never forget the look on his face.
Sounds like a fun person to be around.
Yes, he was quite a fool, but still extremely cheerful. For some reason, he was never surprised when he saw my wolf form. I imagine some called him strange. But he was a very nice man. He was the first person to treat me as if I was like everybody else. I liked him. He was from Pasloe.
Is he the one who asked you to make the village's wheat ripen well?
Yes. Oh, what a fool he was. I found him to be a good friend.
What's wrong?
I believe I need to tell you something important. I just had it, but now I cannot remember what it was.
What are you talking about?
I do not remember, but I think it is important.
If it's that important, don't worry, you'll remember.
I imagine so.
He was her friend. Enough to open my shop.
I am glad things appear to be going so well for you.
I wanted you to stay at the inn if your hangover was that bad.
I was worried. I did not want for you to get sweet-talked.
What's that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said.
You're gonna be fine. The inn's right around the corner, all right? Just a few more steps and we'll be there.
All right. You drew your shop. Do not be frightened.
How long have you been there? I never even heard you.
I think you are a very talented artist.
Well, I don't think so, but thank you.
Are you wanting to open this shop of yours soon?
If this thing with Mylone Trading goes through, I guess, yeah. It's pretty much a done deal.
I see.
There isn't a single merchant I know whose dream isn't to own their own shop. I guess I'm not any different. If you have your own store, you can become a member of that town. It's different than being a peddler. You can make close friends, and it'll be easier to find a wife. Speaking of which, I wonder how Chloe is doing right now. I can't imagine what she would say if I opened my own shop. Who knows, she might even bite her tongue.
I would be at a loss, though.
What do you mean?
Once you open this store, you are not very likely to leave there, am I right? I would be forced to either continue traveling all alone or find myself a new partner.
Yes, but you were wise, and don't forget about the money you earned from the Martin furs. Trust me, you'll be fine traveling by yourself.
I do not want to. I will not bind you, but I am tired of being alone. You know?
Holo, I don't mind coming along with you until you get back to the north. Even if I do get the money, it's not like I'll be able to open my shop right away.
Do you mean this?
Of course. Why would I lie? Now, why are you making that face? I told you I was gonna go with you. This isn't like you.
I always have the same dream.
Dream?
When I wake up, everyone is gone. Yue, Inti, Harumuri. I cannot find them anywhere. We can live for 100 years. I thought I could leave. I left on a journey fully believing I would see them again. But I cannot find them. I cannot find them anywhere. I never imagined. I thought I would be able to see them again. And now, I am afraid. I do not want to wake from my dream and discover that I am all alone. I am tired of being alone. I do not want to be cold. I do not want to be lonely. I am so embarrassed.
This dream is very common among peddlers, too. Goodness, your tears have made your face all sticky. Give me a second. Here.
That is your drawing.
I've drawn a ton of them. Besides, it's not like the deal has gone through yet. I need to be careful. Don't want to get overly optimistic.
Thank you. I suppose I am in your debt. Oh, I am so tired. Are you not going to go to sleep yet?
I suppose I should. I could save the candle.
You think like a merchant every second of the day.
What are you doing?
That is not a very romantic thing to say.
I cannot breathe.
Hold on. Have your eyes adjusted yet?
What are you...
It was important after all. I finally remembered what I wanted to tell you. There are people outside the door, and I do not sense that they are well-meaning.
I'd be willing to bet it's many who are trading.
And we are on the second floor. Luckily, no one will be waiting outside. Come on, we should go now. You should probably just take advantage of this situation and look at my body under the moonlight, don't you think? We shall run. We do not have time for the wagon. Killing the horse would not serve their purpose anyway. We can retrieve him when things calm down.
Right.
Here, take this. Keep it with you just in case.
Why is it hot?
Because it is the wheat in which I dwell.
They're headed to Milo Trading! Don't let them get inside!
Holo, when we're done with this, I think we should go shopping.
What are you saying to me right now?
I'll buy you a comb and a hat.
What are you up to?
Nothing. You just happen to have beautiful hair.
I think I would much rather have a comb for my tail.
Good idea. We should get one. Hang on. We're almost there.
Did you find them? No. They should be around here somewhere, and we've got backup coming. We're going to completely surround them. Yes, sir.
Huh. This is not looking terribly good for us.
Do you think we should split up then?
That is a good thought, but I think I have a better idea.
What is it?
I will go out onto the street and attract their attention. In the meantime...
No, you can't. I won't let you.
Listen. If we split up without a plan, you will be the one caught. Do not forget that I am a wolf and not so easy to capture. If I am left alone, how can I negotiate with Milo Trading? You have already handed over your plan to them. What if they abandon us? We are left with no choice but for you to threaten to betray them.
No, I can't do it.
Don't you understand? If Medio Trading sees your ears and your tail, they will take you immediately to the church.
They shall not capture me. But even if they did, I can keep my ears and tail hidden if it is for a day or two. After all, I know you will soon arrive to rescue me anyway.
You don't understand.
Listen, you want to open this shop, correct? Remember, I owe you. This is simply my way of paying back the debt.
Don't be ridiculous. If you get caught, they'll kill you. A debt is not the same as your life.
Loneliness is a disease that can lead to death. They might as well be the same thing.
Please don't.
I will always believe in you.
I'm glad you're okay.
You are glad I am okay, really?
Yeah.
Say my name then!
Holo! Holo!
Call me Holo the Wise Wolf!
Yes.
And you would do well to remember it. I can name everyone who has ever embarrassed me, and now I have to add one more to that list. You are probably wondering what name to which I am referring. 'Tis your name!
Lawrence?
What were you doing all that time? I expected you to come and rescue me!
Yes, and I did.
I know, but you should still... You were supposed to have come for me much sooner! I cannot talk, I am too angry.
Holo, what happened?
You are a male! It should have been natural for you to come and rescue me immediately! I thought I would be down there forever. You have no idea how humiliating that was!
But you are okay, am I right? I'm glad you're okay.
As long as you have that wheat, I shall not die. There is no need to be worried. I am pretty, so human males have been known to fall for me. Some would be wise to remember I am too strong for a human. I am a wolf, you know. I did warn them. Touch me and I will tear your thing off. And can you believe not one of them did?
Good for you.
I was fine. Until that person appeared. You may well be surprised by who it is. I know I was.
Who was it then?
Chloe. The one from Pazloe. Before I escaped, she told me that young man Zarin was the one who gave her my name.
What did she say?
I really thought it was just an old story.
She was not kind.
An incarnation of the wolf who lives on the village's wheat fields and can freely control whether the harvest is rich or poor.
It is funny. I do not know how many years have passed since I began living there. It could be 1 year for each hair on my tail. I am Holo the Wise Wolf. In order to have rich harvests more often, I sometimes made a poor harvest to recover the fields. It was always under my supervision. Yet even with those poor harvests, I am sure their village was a much better place to grow wheat than other lands. It is true the villagers treated me as if I were a god of rich harvests. But they did not do so out of respect. They simply wanted to keep me there. The one who harvests the last gets captured by everyone and has to pretend to be me, correct? Do you have any idea what that woman said to me? She said, once she heard my name from Zarin, she hoped it might be true. I was... And I was happy when she told me this. However, she was hardly finished with me.
Didn't you know? The days of us spending our time appeasing you are over now. We no longer need to be nervous about your impulsiveness. And when we turn you over to the church, we will finally bid farewell to a god who does not care.
I felt such shame.
looking at it the wrong way. If you want to go back up north, you're going to have to leave the land eventually. So it doesn't upset them to see you leave. Don't you see there's a kind of freedom in that? You're not bound to the land anymore. But at the same time, we're not leaving for nothing. Because no, we are both of us merchants. I'll promise you one thing. We will not laugh until we get the money, and we will not cry until we go bankrupt. And guess what? We are going to laugh.
Thank you. However, I have had few conversations in the past several hundred years, so I've become emotionally delicate. It may be true that I have cried in front of you twice now, but I would have cried even if it was not you. Do you understand what I am saying?
That I'm your favorite?
Wrong.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm taking care of you for the money. Our job is to keep running until Milo contacts us. You can't keep crying at the drop of a hat. Although if you did, I'd still be there. If only for the money. So even if it was someone else that was doing the crying, I'd have... Stop it! That isn't fair.
I am the favorite. Water. I can hear it splashing.
What direction?
Ahead of us. We need to run. Does this passage not fork anywhere?
Not the way we were headed, but there are a series of side roads up ahead.
I do not think even I could keep us from getting lost in here.
What is it?
Even if we run, they will catch up. It seems they have released the dogs.
The dogs?
Their voices sound stupid. You should cover your ears now. Trust me.
What the hell is that?
I could really use some apples.
Goodness, you should try repenting how you live. Damn it. He stabbed me.
Lawrence! Thank goodness. I could not wake you up.
I'm all right. I'm only resting, that's all.
Please stay strong. We are almost there.
Where?
Did you not listen to what I was saying? I told you I smelled light, and asked if there was a place that led above.
That's right. Yeah, I remember. What's this?
A bandage! Do not tell me you forgot about that already!
Well, I am all right. Don't worry.
We are getting close. Now, we should find an exit just at the other end of this passageway. Look! Oh no.
Not all well.
Lawrence, I'm sorry. I did not foresee this.
There they are!
Stay back.
No, wait! Stop it! You cannot!
I don't have a choice.
You cannot! Even if I were not Holo the Wise Wolf, I could tell this.
Yet. Holo! Get the knife!
That is enough! This might hurt a little. You must bear it.
nothing. She is simply a girl who is possessed by the devil.
Look away. I do not want you to see me like this.
Holo! Excuse me.
I cannot have you coming all the way to the north to collect, you understand?
Jeez.
I shall not go home till I pay off my debt.
You've got a deal. How many have you eaten so far?
17, maybe 18. Probably at least 19.
How many are left?
Why do you even care?
I just wanted to know.
You already know.
I want to hear you say it.
81.
Really? 8?
I said 81!
I heard.
Would you like for me to finish them right now? Will that make you happy?
I don't know. I don't think you can do it.
I can! I am Holo the Wise Wolf, so you shut up!
You know, you don't have to be so stubborn.
I am not being stubborn.
You sure about that?
Yes, I am sure.
Are you sure that you're sure?
I am sure that I am sure.
Because you don't sound very sure to me.
Just you watch and you will find how sure I am. Honestly, I sure am tired of them.
That's what I figured. Even if they are your favorite, you ate 20 of them yesterday on top of what you ate today.
So what? I will eat every one of them right now. Watch!
Don't get so upset. I'm sure you're tired of eating raw apples, but there are plenty of other ways to eat them, you know?
What other ways? You had better not be teasing. This is not a joke. What are you talking about? Baking apples? I have never heard of such a thing.
I had no idea there were still people that have never tasted apple pie.
Well, I have not, but it sounds like an excellent idea.
It is. They bake it in an oven. That way the apples become surprisingly tender. It's like they're rotting. Well, the texture's like that. The flavor's actually amazing.
Oh?
I guess you can think of it like this. You know how things are really tasty right before they go bad? Well, for whatever reason, when you bake an apple, it tastes like that. It becomes sweet and tender and warm, and it's all at the same time. But I'm sure after your little binge, sweet things are starting to get boring. So how about this instead? Would you rather have salt-seasoned meat for dinner or fish?
Meat!
What happened to the girl who looked as if she couldn't stand to eat another bite?
Meat is a completely different story. Let's go.
Okay. Finish the apples, though. Seriously.
You do not have to worry. After what you just told me, I am positive I can finish them all. Thank you.
Well, I guess we can go then. Ready?
Of course. I have been waiting out here forever. Why are you being so slow?
Why are you being so difficult?
Because you like me this way.
Well,
What?
it's just that... Well, you kind of look like a nun. All I see is a nun. From every angle, none.
Yes, it is quite convenient for traveling. Would you agree?
I guess.
I fail to understand how it makes a difference whether I wear this simple cloth. The human world is strange as always.
But I suppose if you think about it, even a wolf will sometimes like to wear sheep's clothing, am I right?
True enough. Although if one were to wear the fur of a rabbit instead, I believe you would be caught rather easily.
Then I guess I should probably carry some apples with me just in case I end up getting captured.
And I had very nearly forgotten about those stupid apples.
However...
What?
Well, in your particular case, looking too much like a nun could actually be problematic.
What do you mean?
Well, because it doesn't matter what happens, nuns do not drink during the day.
Oh, really? Well, then I must be an outstanding nun.
And a nun would never say something like that.
I humbly beg your pardon, kind sir.
But really, though, when we head north, there are some places where you looking like a nun will definitely cause trouble.
Trouble? Well, what do you suggest we do about it?
You'll have to change clothes. I'm thinking it'll be safer if you at least wear something similar to what the girls in town like to wear.
The food will not taste as good if we know we have to run errands afterwards, so what do you say we go ahead and purchase something before we eat?
Really? Yeah, that'd be great. I was afraid I was gonna have to convince you.
Were you worried I would insist upon eating and drinking first? You should know me better by now. I am not that drawn to food.
No, not food.
I see. Then you were being considerate after all. I should probably take you up on it. Your exaggerated reason behind purchasing me a new outfit. Or did you really think that I would not notice? For your sake, I shall not hold back and will allow you to purchase new clothes for me. The winter is fast approaching and it will be getting cold.
That's very big of you, thanks. Oh no!
Oh no, is something the matter?
I don't have money.
I don't believe you.
No, I didn't mean that way. I meant I don't have any change.
I simply do not understand. Why can you not use that money?
Well, technically I could, but they wouldn't like it very much. Using gold coins to buy clothes is kind of like using a sledgehammer to kill a fly.
I see. I didn't realize the gold coins were so much higher in value than the silver ones.
They are. For example, a current Lumion gold coin is equivalent to 35 Trini silver coins. If you live modestly, you can last 7 days on one silver coin. Gold is 35 times that.
Wow, it is a big difference then. But this robe costs 2 gold coins. Exactly. That is what they said at the store. Are you sure you do not buy clothes with gold coins and apples with silver?
If that were the case, most of the townspeople would be naked. The clothing shop owner who sold it to you was probably just worried about whether he'd really get paid for it.
Oh, I did not realize it was so expensive.
Well, obviously. So for the next ones, why don't you pick out something a little cheaper?
Cheaper! I am Holo the Wise Wolf. If I am caught in cheap clothing, it will ruin my good name.
You know what they say, if one is truly pretty, she'll look good no matter what she wears. Now I need to make some change.
Oh, exchanging money. Then we shall have to go to that bridge, right? Come on, let's go. And walk fast while you're at it. I need to have a drink and I need one soon. How fun. That was certainly amusing, do you not agree?
Hilarious, but you'd better watch yourself with that one.
What do you mean?
They'll follow you around.
But I am already followed around by you. He is different, though, in that he knows he is playing a game. It is more fun teasing you, though, and I enjoy speaking to a smart male every once in a while. Come on now, Lawrence, please do not be so serious. We both realize that this is only a game. Although I have to admit I am a little embarrassed. It is just that White's fellow is such a smooth talker, which is unlike you completely. But I know from past experience there is nothing more unreliable than the words coming out of people's mouths. You live in the business world, you must know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain I would lie about anything if it meant I could make a profit.
Your lies do not work on me, though.
If you say so. Shall we go buy your clothes, then?
Lawrence! You failed to grab the happiness which has been handed to you twice now. If you fail to grab it one more time, the tail of happiness might just run away and you shall never find it again.
Wait, I have no idea what you're talking about. Holo! What do you mean? No, 7 silver coins for that quality is really a good buy. Did you know you'd be able to knock the price down?
Mm-mm. If I had picked the kind of clothes you are carrying, I know we could have purchased them for 1/10 the price of this.
Well, I'd actually expected them to cost a lot more, so don't worry about it, okay? However, if you feel that bad about it, try not drinking anything tonight. You'd save up 7 coins pretty quick.
I do not drink that much.
Anyway, your little tactics for knocking down prices are kind of dirty. No matter how good the merchant is, he has no way around that.
So, it is hardly my fault all men are idiots. What do you plan on doing with those things you purchased? You do not intend to take them to the bar, do you?
No, that was not my intention.
We are not headed to the inn either, are we?
That is because I'm not taking them to the inn. I'll sell these as is to another clothing shop. We've still got some time before winter hits. We can buy them again when we get further north.
Sell them? Really?
Yeah. There's no use in keeping them if we're not using them, right?
Yes, that is true. But will you be able to sell them at a high price?
I'm not sure. I guess selling them for the same price would be difficult. You'll probably lose some on the deal.
You sell even when you know you will lose?
You haven't figured it out?
Hold on. I need a minute to think this over.
Would you like me to explain the trick?
I am not asking for your help, but if you would like to tell me, I will not stop you.
Understood. It's nothing special, and plus you did a better job than me anyway. This bundle of clothes cost 2 silver coins. Let's say, for example, I sold these to another shop for 1 silver coin. I'd lose 1 silver coin.
Go on.
Well then, you have to pay attention to something else altogether.
What else altogether?
Look, no matter who sees your robe, they're going to be able to tell it's very good quality, right?
I guess so.
I'm sure you can imagine that people who normally wear this kind of quality wouldn't visit a shop like that. So the shop owner wanted to have a good relationship with me because I was with you. Now, this being the case, what would you do if you were him?
I would sell things cheap so it would leave you with a good impression.
That's correct. And after you did that, then what would you do? He reduced the price a little on these, but he reduced it quite a bit for your clothes. I am a customer who willingly paid 2 silver coins for clothes that are basically rags. But there's a big difference in the price of these versus the price of your clothes. So tell me, what's the significance there?
If we take into consideration the total balance, we really saved a lot.
Exactly right. Oh, that hurt.
You did that to him, and yet you call me the tricky one?
Which means you had to go and hit me?
That's right, although I am surprised you came up with such a method anyway.
I like to call it having business sense. Still, the way you handled that merchant was a lot better than I could have done.
Naturally. Because your shallow cleverness is no match for my scheming.
Yeah, so you say.
Oh, is that a challenge? Because if you are confident, you should probably show me your skills in the bar where we are headed.
Show them in the bar?
You can pay as high a price as possible to purchase me.
Sure, of course I will. But I'll insist on paying in apples.
You are not playing very nice to mention apples.
They will get a little sweeter if you bake them.
I think jealousy heats you up a little bit. Males burned with jealousy are too sweet to eat.
Then what about you?
What, are you saying you want to give it a try?
I'll think about it.
This town is horrible. Why do they close the bars so early?
Because this town is managed by the church city of Lubenhagen. At least they have bars. It's better than nothing.
So this is a town which is only interested in prayer, living life humbly and worshiping God.
People here ramble on so long about how valuable the church's sermons are, you start to doze off. It's almost their way of greeting you.
I do not understand what makes it so entertaining.
I'll tell you what, as soon as I get rid of this pepper, I'll get a new load and then we can go to Lubenhagen.
Is it a bigger town than this one?
Yeah. It's actually bigger than Pazio. I'd say it's more of a city than a town. There are a lot of street vendors and it's pretty lively.
Do you think they have apples?
I'm not sure about raw apples. During this time of year, people start pickling them to get ready for winter.
They pickle them.
Yeah, but they don't use salt. Apples are pickled in honey.
Oh?
Not just apples either. Honey pickled pears are really good too. Recently I heard they started pickling peaches that way.
Interesting.
You slice the peaches thin and pile them into a barrel. The higher grade ones will even have figs and almonds between the peaches. Once you pour a ton of honey over that, you add a little ginger at the end and pickle them for about 2 months. There is nothing in this entire world that compares to the sweetness which hits you as soon as you put it in your mouth. It's so sweet, in fact, that the church seriously considered banning it. You do realize you're drooling all over the place, right?
Hey, you are not lying to me, are you?
No, it's not a lie, but it's mostly just for rich people and nobles, so they're kind of difficult to find in regular shops.
But what if we do see them in a store? What happens if we find them in a store?
I'll buy you some. Calm down.
You swear it?
Yes, but I can't afford a lot.
But you still swore, remember it.
Yeah, I got it. Good grief.
Good, then let's go. Come on, move it already.
Hey, where are we going?
We are going to the inn. We are going to get the wagon and head to whatever trading where we will rouse the shop owner out of bed and sell the pepper for a high price so we can leave for Lubenhagen immediately.
No, we can't. It's way too late.
What if the shops sell out? We cannot afford to wait. We have to go right now.
They probably won't have sold any at all, much less sold out of them.
I am not willing to risk it. Peaches and honey, I refuse to believe it until I have seen it.
There's still no guarantee they'll have them.
I feel sorry for him.
I have to say, I'm impressed that you noticed it.
I know it's difficult to look past my brilliant tail, brain, and looks, but I also have excellent ears and eyes. I noticed it the very moment I walked into this room.
Right.
Do not just say right.
What is with you all of a sudden?
When you are experienced, you can be overly confident, and such confidence can prove fatal. I thought you learned this lesson from Chloe.
Yeah, I suppose I did.
Stop pouting! You learned something valuable. Remember the lesson, not the disappointment.
Oil?
I hear it would be good to take care of my tail. Do you think you could buy me some, pretty please?
The cost for the clothes you are wearing, the other clothes, your comb. And don't forget about your traveling and food expenses, as well as the enormous amounts of money for your drinks. Have you ever considered adding these things up? Are you not calculating them on purpose, or can you really just not add?
Yes, of course I can at least do addition. I am good at subtracting things also.
Then why don't you try adding together all of my money you've spent? If you're such a wise wolf, you'll know how I feel about this oil of yours.
Yes, I do know how you feel. You are dying to buy it for me.
The wise wolf whose pride is her wisdom isn't so sharp as drunk.
Hey, I am not drunk.
What are you doing?
Oh, please, I merely jest.
I'm sure.
I believe you might be underestimating me a little. Or do you think I did not notice you made an unimaginably large profit by ruthlessly taking advantage of that poor shop owner? So, will you please buy some oil for me?
Focus. How much debt do you really think you have with me, huh? It's 140 coins. Do you even realize what that means for me? I just can't afford unnecessary things.
Really? You cannot do anything because I have not repaid my debt?
I think I've made myself clear.
I did not know this whole time that was all you were thinking about.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, once I repay my debt, I shall be free. I will try to pay it back quickly. Perhaps I will. And once I do, I shall return to the north all by myself. Yes, I am accustomed to being alone anyway.
You know, we never did set a deadline for repayment. If you pay me back by the time we get to the north, that should be fine. Are you happy now?
I am sure I will be able to pay you back by then, so it no longer has to be an issue. I want you to know that I do plan on repaying every coin with interest added, all right? Let me put it this way. The more money you lend to me, the bigger your profit will be in the end. See? Can I then?
You mean oil?
You can add it to my tab. Please, can I have some?
All right, then we have a deal.
Thank you. What a perfect day for grooming. Correct me if I am wrong, but did you not knock the price down quite a bit?
Do you honestly want to know?
It would not be fair to squeeze so much money out of a peddler who is not doing very well, would it?
Weapons always sell the best in Lubenhagen, but there are also a lot of merchants who try to sell them there. Because of that, the profitability goes down, so it won't be that much even if I did get them for a good rate.
Why did you want them if you are not going to make a big profit?
Oh, don't worry, I'll have enough money to buy you oil.
That makes me happy.
Using that line of thought, though, I think spices are always a pretty good option.
Did you eat them?
Don't confuse me with you. I'm talking about profit here.
Well, if that is the case, why do you not get more spices then?
The prices in Lubenhagen aren't much different from the ones in Coruscant. Plus, there'll be a loss due to the tariff.
Then you should probably give up.
If I can make a profit at the same level as the spices are higher, I'll be able to open up a shop in no time.
But would different goods not have been better investments? Are gold and jewelry not standard articles for this practice?
You would think so, but not even products like that are very profitable in Lubenhagen.
Why not?
Because their tariff is too high. With the exception of a few select merchants, they charge an enormous tax on any imported gold. I'm not one of those merchants, so I'd never be able to turn a profit there.
But why do they selectively choose which merchants they will tax?
Those few merchants are conspiring with people in the church. In that city, if you bring gold to the church first, they will carve a holy seal into it for you. Once the gold becomes something blessed, it'll fetch an absurdly high price, and the church will naturally receive a large donation in return.
What a cozy relationship they have.
It's no surprise their policy is to severely punish all smugglers.
No, of course not.
If you smuggle it in, you can probably sell it for twice as much, but the risk is unbelievably high. So high that no one can really even afford to think about doing it.
If it is just gold, can you not hide it and bring it in?
No, they inspect everything.
What would happen if you were to get caught smuggling?
At the very least, your dominant arm would be chopped off. If you ask me, it's just not worth it.
Well, thankfully your business is going pretty well, so I suppose you can keep earning money steadily then.
You are exactly right, but unfortunately someone on this cart prefers to waste that steadily made profit.
You should be very careful on your way.
He said that mercenary troops are here from the north.
Mercenary troops?
Yeah.
If this is the case, then it is suicidal to continue on this road, is it not?
Definitely. They find their prey faster than eagles in the sky and steal anything with even the smallest value, even a leaf from a turnip.
They have long spears as well. I remember even I had troubles dealing with them.
Another thing that worries me is the fact they took the trouble to move farther south. Just like merchants, they'll only move if they can gain something. But we won't accomplish much by worrying about it, will we? We can just take the new detour to Lubenhagen instead. Wait, Holo, you're not scared of that pagan magician, are you? I also heard there's a pack of wolves around this detour.
They're easier to deal with than humans. Well, we can at least understand each other.
Then I'll leave that particular negotiation to you.
There's really no one around here, huh?
Yes, but remember, rumors are there for a reason.
This is boring. I think I will take a nap.
If you're asleep, can you still tell if wolves are near?
Yes, I can still sense them.
If we end up surrounded, I'll be mad at you.
Oh, you are ever the worrier. Normally, animals do not differ that much whether asleep or awake. It is only humans who are left vulnerable while sleeping.
That all sounds well and good until you start snoring again.
What are you saying? I do not snore.
Don't be so sensitive. It's not that loud.
Because I do not snore!
Okay.
You dare say I snore!
Calm down already. I said okay. What do you hear?
Nothing, but I'll leave the negotiation ahead to you.
Something ahead of us?
The kind of human I hate more than anything.
Are you talking about the magician?